Alright, this is going to be setting. It's back, everybody. Doodle Empires. They have a new map. And let's hope the game isn't broken. So, yeah, it's Afro-Eurasia. So we have all of Europe, all of Asia, and half of Africa. So, yeah, let's get to... I would start with Rome. It's heavily tempting to start with Rome. I'm going to start with Rome. I have to scroll all the way in now and my mouse is broken. We're just going to... As always, tradition at this point. We're going to start with Rome, and we're just going to give them the Italian peninsula, get down into Sicily here, get Malta and these islands. We're going to start going up north in Italy, getting up into this river towards the Alps. They're not going to go into the Alps yet, but they're going to start outlining. Then they're going to go down into Yugoslavian area. And then they get to Albania, and they have a nice Italian border. I will add their capital, which is about here. Alright, and honestly, that's probably all the cities I'm going to add here. But who knows, maybe I'll be a little bit more patient with this series. We are also going to have a 30-minute time limit, so I don't take too long to record this. Anyway, let's keep going with Rome. New leader already. Sick, love that. Okay, cool. We're just gonna call this Romanism. What is Romanism, you wonder? Well, it's all those gods and goddesses named after planets. Or the planets named after them. And then some. Anyway, largely expanding here. They're going to keep going down. They're going to get into Greece, so that just in case we get a split, we can have Athens up here. They're going to get all of Greece and start going back up to North Macedonia, Bulgaria, Serbia, Kosovo. And I am a fucking... a psychic or something, I don't know. Anyway, when I think of Greece, when I think of Rome, I think red. When I think of Greece, like the ancient Greeks, I think of light blue, you know? Maybe purple, actually, but I think of light blue more. We're gonna give them up till this river, and that's gonna be it. Alright, that's all I care about there. Now we have two people to go between. Athens. Sick, love that. I wonder how hard it is to add a check, like, if other religions adopt religion true, you know, like available, all that, you know what I mean? Something, I don't know how to speak it, but you get what I'm trying to say. Oh, we're sticking. Alright, man. We're just gonna give them Thessalonica and say that that's gonna be their capital. Split their territory in two. We're sticking with Athens. I'm not getting rid of them, honestly. Too late. I don't care. Sticking with Athens. Oh, sick. Greekism. What is Greekism, you wonder? Well, it's basically the same gods as the Romans, but with different names. They didn't want to get rid of them, they just didn't want to be associated. And we're sticking with Athens. Jesus Christ. Are we serious? Are we dead ass? I can't even zoom. My zoom is so broken. Alright, well, we're getting Corinthia, which will get this island down here. Oh, well, that was an accident. Oh, and that was an accident too. We'll get rid of that, don't worry. Probably. Alright, that's all they're gonna get. Alright, can we stop splitting? Corinthia, found religion. We're gonna call this the Hellenistic, because it's a different name. Same gods, I think, but different names. Anyway, we're going to Macedonia now, and they don't want to be Roman anymore. They wanted to be their own thing by diverging their origin. And instead of Athens, we're getting a new nation. So we are going to get away from Europe here. And we're going to go all the way over here. And I would go for Tokyo, but I feel like Beijing is a better one to go for. Is that how you spell that? Yeah, apparently. We'll give them like a orangish color that is close to red but isn't red to differentiate between, you know, Rome, and they'll become like this coastal nation. And I think it's actually more inland. I think I messed up because I circled Tianjin. Ah, it's close enough. It's right about here. And we have an option just in case. Bang. And we're going back over to Corinthia, who will just get... What is this called again? I know it. I definitely know it, but I don't remember it. No shit, it's Greece, you fucking idiot. What's the island called? Crete. An idiot. Alright. And honestly, they're gonna just get these islands. They'll become a little bit of an island nation, and I'll say that's good enough. Ah, well, they have a settlement up there, just for fun. Corinthia, again, medium expansion. Now we're gonna say that they're going to just keep getting islands. They get Dinosaur Island here. They go up here, get some of these islands, and that's it. If they get again, they'll just sail to Cyprus. Athens, adopt a religion. I'll keep the Greekism. Macedonia, they're going to expand, and they're gonna just go to war, honestly, for a moment, annex that part of land and let Athens live. And they're just gonna go up. They're gonna fall alongside this river. Don't think I forgot about it, right? They're just gonna expand into Bulgaria, dare I say, and fall alongside all these rivers. They're gonna go up towards Rome a little bit. Now Athens, where are they gonna expand? I don't know. I'm probably gonna have them steal some islands and sail into Turkey. Corinthia, they're gonna expand. They're gonna go to Cyprus, and that's gonna be it for their turn. Rome is back, large expansion. They will sail, get Corsica, Sardinia. They're gonna get all these islands over here. They're going to get a border established with the Macedonians. And maybe have some trade relationship. You know what I mean? Start going more into this little pocket between these rivers, which are going to fall alongside. And after that, I think they're going to start focusing, because they can't really go this way. They're going to start focusing on this way, is what's going to happen. Beijing, new nation. I want to spread this out so that we have more. So Singapore. We have more options to go to. I was about to give them yellow, and that is just racist, so we're just going to give them blue. I can't see that. How did I choose the one color that somehow blends in over here? It's a little bit noticeable now. It's just hard to see the tiles. So we're going to change that. Perseus. Nice name, man. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, that's a little bit more noticeable. Alright. Oh, we're sticking with Singapore. What are you going to union with, buddy? What are you going to union with? Beijing. Medium expansion. They will expand around their capital. And then they're going to start going south, dare I say. Athens. Large expansion. They're going to go to war with Corinthia to get Dinosaur Island, among other things. And then they're going to make landing in Turkey. And fall alongside this river to establish a border with Macedonia. They're going to get Constantinople established over here as they get more Turkish lands. And you best believe we're putting Constantinople on the map. So now that they have Constantinople, if they get another found religion, I'll allow them to become Eastern Orthodox. Beijing. Split stick. It's a good thing I have Tianjin. Port City becoming a capital, as they are now going to become an empire, taking up till this line right here. So let's hope that China doesn't have many civil wars, yeah? Alright. Singapore, new nation, alright. I think it's time we get an African one. Let's get Libreville, which is somewhere around here. We'll have a coastal African nation. Because it makes really no sense for a nation to just be starting in the desert, you know? Why would a nation be starting there? So we'll start them on like coasts and all that, and move them in, and splits will happen. Libreville. Bang. Oh yeah, this map is already looking pretty good. Singapore, new leader, sick, don't care. Beijing, new leader, okay, sick, stop wasting my time. Macedonia is going to try to union. I'm going to keep everything, because why not? Beijing, medium expansion, I'll take that. And they're going to keep expanding south, like I said they would. And now they look a little bit better now that they're not just a circle on the coast. Macedonia, new leader, stop doing that. Macedonia, large expansion, I will take that. They will accept the expansion to the east and instead just go north. And actually, we are going to get rid of that Corinthia settlement and pretend like it never existed. Singapore, small expansion. They're just going to get some islands over here before going north. Because they don't really want to sail down to that land to the south. They want to go up and see what's up here. And they're going to get maybe up to this river area and then maybe start going south. Libreville, medium expansion. They're going to keep expanding up this coast a little bit. And now they look like a bird. Corinthia, they're going to found a religion. We're going to have Aphrodite's cult. Because that's apparently a thing. And it had a major center in Cyprus, Corinth, and Cytherea. Where's Cytherea? I don't know. It's an island in Greece. Sick. So yeah, I mean, they're the perfect thing to be part of Aphrodite's cult, I guess. Athens, large expansion. They will keep expanding into Turkey. Because why not? Land is land and land is good, you know? And they're just going to do a little bit of a weird pattern of expansion. Because why not, again? But you know what this little split bit of territory is ground for? Rebellion. Macedonia is going to found a religion. They were... What were they? Oh, they were part of the Roman faith. You know, what better place to bring back the Hellenistic, I guess. The Hellenistic is back, and faith in Europe is pretty diverse. I mean, we have Romanism, Greekism, Aphrodite's cult, Hellenistic is back for a second run, Hellenistic 2, Electric Boogaloo, you know. Nothing in Africa, nothing in Asia. All the faiths, weirdly, are in Europe, starting there. Athens is going to make a medium expansion. Again, you can see my mouse is broken. They're going to just keep expanding in Turkey, follow alongside this river. And, you know, I do like their territory a little bit. Rome now is going to finally do what I said they were going to do. They're going to go into the Alps because they like skiing and scamming people. They like making money, if you remember all that storyline from the other Europe series. So they're going to start going up. And then they're going to realize when they get to about here, they want to go down this way to buff out the border to the left. See what's over there, because nobody wants to be over here. Rome, again, is going to go do exactly what I said they would. They're just going to expand up here. They're going to get to this point in their border where they're like, you know what, this is Satan's play place. Let's go a little bit to the left and try to find a way out of there. Though the way out of there should be this way, but whatever. We're going to try to get Spain in here. Rome again. Wow. Okay, never mind. Athens, medium expansion, sick. So they're going to expand down into the southern coast of Turkey, stand in a line. Tianjin is back. They're going to expand alongside the coast before going a little bit inland to build maybe infrastructure. They're going to, again, go around this coast into North Korean lands, pretty much, and build infrastructure inland, safe from any foreign invasion by sea. And they're going towards Pyongyang. I don't know if they have it. They might. Who knows? Singapore. Oh, they're going to found a religion. So we're going to get animism because Google said, granted it's the AI, so it could be wrong, it was indigenous beliefs before 1819 by the native Orang-Luat people. So I'm just going to say the AI is right because surely the AI isn't horribly wrong, right? Right? So yeah, we finally got religion in Asia. I didn't want to give them Islam or anything like that because it just makes no sense for Islam to start here. Whereas, like, if Christianity starts in Constantinople, that makes a little bit of sense, you know? But I do want to start getting the Middle Eastern ones so I could have a logical reason to have Islam, Judaism, you know, Zoroastrianism, stuff like that. Libreville, they're going great expand. Didn't even know that was a thing. So they're going to expand down to the coast, and then they're going to start going inland to build infrastructure, exploit the resources of the land, because why not, right? And they're going to become very prosperous. I mean, they get whatever resources down here in Africa. No, hold on. Game settings. That's not even here, so I think that's just a rare chance to happen. Whatever. Beijing will expand. They're going to go down the coast to the south before going back up again. Early game, you're going to hear a lot of, they're going to do this to build infrastructure, but like, logically speaking, you should get some land to build infrastructure, use the resources, because the resources usually are more inland that you need, you know, so that you're going to go more inland. Tianjin is going to just be a coastal empire, honestly. They don't really care about all the resources. They're going to get South Korea. Almost all of it. Libreville is going to adopt a religion. So what voyager traveled? What's the closest? It would be Aphrodite's cult. So yeah, Aphrodite, you know, her cult expands because Sojourner, who sailed from Cyprus, made the trek through all this nothingness, survived somehow, made it right down here, and is like, oh, hey people, and spread the faith of Aphrodite's cult. Macedonia, they're going to expand in Romania, going to the east to the coast, get into Moldova. Beijing, new nation. We will start getting... We'll get Jerusalem first. Actually, you know what? No, not Jerusalem. We're going to get Bethlehem. And we're just going to give them the Holy Land. Going up into Lebanon, Syria, into Jordan, down into Saudi and Egypt as well. Now I have to place these on a map, which is the problem. A lot of these are going to be out of place, and you're just going to have to deal with it and pretend they're in the right place. All right, yeah. Decipher that. Anyway, let's continue. Macedonia, new leader. Sick. Wasting my time. Bethlehem will adopt a religion. I mean, Aphrodite cult is the closest thing, but we could draw the Roman influence over the region 2,000 years ago, so let's get Romanism. Singapore, you're sticking with animism, bro. You're sticking with it. Singapore again, large expansion. So they're going to get around this coastline right here and go a little bit inland, and then they're going to start being like, you know what, maybe we should start sailing south towards... Okay. All right, man. All right, man. Where are you going? Where are you? I'm going in, but it's going out. They're going to start now going around their coast for their capital to sail down into this island. Singapore again, found religion. Okay, brother. You know, honestly, we're going to keep them with animism because I can't find a better replacement that isn't something I want to start somewhere else. Make it logical. So we're just going to keep animism here and pretend like that was, you know, never changed. Beijing is going to mediumly expand. They're going to go around their land, especially with their capital, because they want more space up there. That's where the most population is going to be. Rome is going to start going a little bit more down to the south, reach into Spain. So they're out of the Devil's Play place. And I should add more cities, but I'll do it later. I don't care. Macedonia, small expansion. They're going to go more into Romania. They're going to go... Now we're going to Athens, sorry. And they're going to expand more up north before going western on their east border. Beijing, new nation. We will now get Mecca, which is about right here. And surely that's Jeddah as well. And surely that's Medina as well. So now we have the birthplace of Islam. I'm placing these from memory. I don't remember where Medina is, actually. I might have made a mistake. Medina's up here. It's, yeah, okay. Well then. We'll get Medina later. I thought it was closer by. Singapore will expand. They will go up north in this island. Tianjin will largely expand. They're going to get Fukushima and all that. They're going to get all of South Korea. They're going to get into North Korea, try to get the rest of that, in which they will. And then they're going to go back into China to get more land. Their population's a bit cramped over here, so they have to move this way, which will lead to this area being the most populated of the kingdom. So Carinthia will found a religion. You didn't want to be Aphrodite's cult anymore, which makes my job significantly harder. We'll just call it Corinthian paganism, because it's the easiest way to say I'm not giving them Christianity or anything like that. So, well, my timer went off, so we got 61 turns. Let's look at the map. And let me show you the layers if you care about that. If you don't care, just click off. I really don't care. So, this is the map. Nice little expansions at the start here. This is the origin mode. Only one origin diverge from all these splits, which were many. There were a lot of splits. 1, 2, 3 splits. So that's nice. Here's the faith mode to show the religion spread of the world. Only religion, only 2 countries, only 3 countries actually without religion. Fort mode doesn't matter. Here's the terrain mode if you want to know what the terrain is for some reason. So yeah, I will see you guys though in the next episode. Leave suggestions for what else you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace out. See you guys.